Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whenever you're watching from. Another day, another time, another video. Coming back on YouTube as I promised to record every single day, and I try to stay consistent. Today I am at a nearby school here in Greensboro. As you can see, I'm dressed much more like a professional, and I came to my cousin's wedding, and I was able to see some of my friends and families that I haven't seen for a long time. So good experience, and I want to say I'm excited. And as I walk around here making a video, once again, I'm not in Washington DC, so this video is going to be completely out of DC. It's going to be zero politics. It's going to be just me about appreciating the nature and pretty much enjoying my time here in Greensboro. I have a few hours before heading back to North, so I'm trying to use this time to making some videos. As I was gonna say, this is Greensboro. As you can see, it looks great. This is some of the beautiful area here. It looks like children used to play. Use like this place used to be for children's use. I like the architecture. Then here looks like someone gives a speech, some sort. Yeah, this will be cool, giving a speech here, and then everybody's sitting on this side. The other side is a golf course, so there's a golf course around there. I don't know the name of this elementary school, but it looks beautiful. Anyways, today's video is going to be about the economics of gasoline that we put in our car, diesel. That's what I want to talk about today. So like I said, this is going to be about this North Carolina, so it's not going to be about DC anymore until I go back to DC. So when I was driving to North Carolina, the whole North Carolina, I saw something that was very strange but also exciting. I noticed that the gas is pretty cheap. When I moved here in North Carolina in 2023, the gas price was $3. Now it's almost down to $2.80, so about 20 cents below, but that's the average price. Some are as low as $2.75, so that's pretty awesome. And the price of gas has also gone down in the large cities like DC, where the average price is $3, which is wonderful. And also the price of gas in California is $4. Now I'm not going to touch the politics, so I'm not going to mention why the gas price is low, but I just want to say this is a good it's a good indicator of how prices can go down, eventually giving the consumers the choices of putting the money into something else. I think 2020, 2024, 2020, 2023, 2022, the gas price was pretty high, like extremely high, and it wasn't as exciting as you can think of. But to see right now, especially me living in Washington DC and meeting all these policy analysts and economists, that are trying so hard to help people cut cost, help people get jobs, help people advance and move up. Coming from DC and coming in here and getting to observe some of the wonderful things, like gas price going down. It's a positive thing, especially in areas like Greensboro, Charlotte, North Carolina, where the price of gas have gone down. Now, a couple of things that have happened. Number one is that we are producing more gasoline. So I've been advocating for the last couple weeks or so on how we need to produce a large amount of gas in order to support the consumer, mostly drivers. For somebody like me who's going to be commuting from DC all the way to North Carolina to see a family, I need to be able to purchase gas, I need to be able to afford it. if the price of gas is higher, I don't have a choice to choose whether to visit a family or just stay in Washington DC. So by reducing gas prices, we can allow people to commute and move whenever they want to go. Now, if we want to be able to have more electric vehicles on the road, maybe eventually disincentivize consumers from purchasing gasoline to purchasing electric vehicles, we have to do the same thing from what this administration did, which is increase the supply. So they have increased supply. They have did more drill by drilling more oil, and then increasing the relationship with the oil producing countries like Saudi Arabia and etc. And then have eliminated the regulations for gasoline. And I think that those are the key reasons why gasoline is down at the moment. Because every day, like I mentioned yesterday in my video, people are commuting, and you can't stop people from commuting, can't stop people from driving. By trying to move the market around, we need to think about people and what they do every day. And as we pass policies in DC, because I know I say this because I live in DC, and I always gonna say I live in DC, and people from DC, they don't really think. If you give me a job to work in Washington DC as a think tank analyst, and my job is to work, pass policies that will reduce the carbon footprint, be environmental friendly, and then add extra tax on drivers, right? To me, it's easy to do that, because all I'm gonna do look at the numbers, right? Because I can go all over the country asking each and every individual on how they consume gas, how they drive, how many times they commute. So, and being in DC, and I'm taking metro all the time, right? I'm spending $2 to commute around the DC. It's very hard for me to think about the people in the country. 300 million people that are commuting every single day. 200 million people in the USA who don't have access to public transportation, and they have to rely on their own private vehicles, right? And so by giving a chance to come in here and then not just observe, but also doing a video like this, so that I'm always reminded that my actions in the DC could ultimately result into people here in the countryside, teachers who could be teaching at a school like this, people playing golf down there, children's, their parents could be working three times jobs, three, 4, 5 jobs, commuting an hour and a half so they can bring their kids to work in here, right? All of these things needs to be brought into the account as we try to think about passing policies and think about how we drive around the consumers. So the economics of gasoline is not just in Washington DC, it's not in the Bay Area, it's not in Los Angeles, it's not in New York City, it's in a rural area. It's in an area like this. I don't call it Greensboro rural area, but it does have a small portion of the city, and the big portion is much more rural. And these people, by increasing, even if it's a 2% gas price on gas, it does increase the constraint, especially if they have other responsibilities like loans and car loans and all this stuff like that. Now, can we do the same thing for maybe housing, maybe rent, right? Because the rent falls into the category of gasoline. Both are consumable goods that can't be recycled, right? A house is fine, but a rent, maybe you could do the same thing. Maybe we can bring the attention, the new administration, Trump administration, and see if they can also maybe increase the supply of rent, or maybe try to fight the price gouging. Because I believe, I promise I don't want to be in politics here, but I believe the reason why gas is down is that both Trump and Kamala, they promise that they are going to do price gouging. So corporations, they increase prices, especially when they see a high demand. To them, high demand sounds like if there's more high demand, it means there's going to be more price going up. And if the price goes up, but the income is not going up, then that's not really making doesn't make the people's lives better. So price gouging on gas, we can say we are successful, not yet, but cross successful. I saw statistics back in 1990s that it shows that gas price was almost $1 and some cents. So when you think about it, from 1990s, it's been almost 30 years already, right? And wages have gone up since then. I mean, we went from $8, now people make an average of $15. We have more technology, we have more supply, we have more production, so it's good, but gas has not really gone up as much as we think, right? But in 2021, 2022, the gas price was $7 in California. $7, that's a lot. And here in North Carolina, I believe it was around $4 and sometimes $3. All right, and that was because of the price gouging. Yeah, there was some taxes in between that got rid of by the Trump administration, but a lot of it was price gouging. Corporations were purposely increasing prices on consumer, and I believe the Democrats were very soft in holding the companies, corporations accountable. And I believe that the new administration is holding these corporations accountable. They are afraid to increase prices. They are afraid to basically show anything that will make them angry or mad. So by doing so, it makes the consumer in a rural area, especially here in North Carolina, the very low income areas where people voted for Trump in large numbers, the prices have gone up dramatically. So I've been really fascinated. Like right now, I just filled out my car. I spent $30. My car's right there. I spent $30, and my car went from 3 miles to like 500 miles, right? So that's a lot of miles I'm gonna be driving here from here to DC, and I'm gonna have extra over. I couldn't do that in California. I would have to spend like around like $70 to drive that much, right? So it's a huge saving, but what are the consequences, right? We are waiting to see, but so far so good. For me personally, as James, I think that the new administration gets to get some credit for reducing gas prices. That's for sure. That is something that you never see if you live in DC, something you never see if you live in New York City. But I'm here to tell you that making these videos might sound like a waste of time. Nobody's gonna view my videos. I won't see the views. I won't have subscribers. Neither do I want any. If you want to, that's fine. If you don't want to, that's fine as well. But I believe that by putting this video out there, especially the way I'm dressed, the way like I wasn't expecting to do this. I just, because I made a promise to make a video every single day, no matter where I am. So this video is gonna be a confirmation that true, the gas prices have not dramatically, but it has slightly gone down. So those are two different keywords: dramatic and drastically. So anyways, if you found this video helpful, please give me a follow. You can like, you can share, you can comment. I don't have any views, I just started, but I'll keep posting every single day for whatever much I can. The goal isn't to convince you. The goal isn't for me to make you believe anything. I don't want to. This channel is a non-bipartisan, so it doesn't belong in any political party. For me, it's to give you my own views, my own thinking, my own way of seeing things. I don't use any statistics, any data to keep this information. I use my own observations. If I see people playing golf over there, my assumptions are they had the money to buy golf course, and they are having a wonderful life. They are enjoying their life, so that's great. If I see a place like this, beautiful homes, I know that they are having a wonderful time, and so yeah, that's all I have for today. Again, if you found this video helpful, any moment, anytime, any day, please give me a follow and let me know what you think. Like always, take care. Ciao, ciao.